Hi everyone, hope you're all tickety boo. Today we're going to have a look at the Osmo Pocket Skyreat ND filters, the variable ND filters, to see whether they're any good or not. I'll show you how to set them up and actually give you a real life review on them. And also, at the end of this, we'll be having a look to see whether or not you can win a set.
The original.
Right, so we're going to get out and have a good look at these. But before we do, here's today's uninteresting fact for you. Do you know that there are more stars in space than there are grains of sand on the beaches in the world?
Oh, really?
So when you're out and about, you want to have as minimal amount of kit as you can as possible. And that's the beauty of the old Osmo Pocket, isn't it? Yeah, you can get that in your pocket. You can stick these little ND filters into your pocket as well. And actually, nobody will even know you got anything with you. And it's actually an awesome piece of kit to use when you're out and about. So these ND filters, they're variable. Rather than the sets that you see on the market that have got loads of different ones, these are actually variable ND filters. And we're going to find out whether or not they're any good or not. The great thing with variable ones though, all the top YouTubers use them. You know, I'm no Peter McKinnon or anybody like that. In fact, Peter McKinnon's even got his own variable ND filters, haven't they? And they're a damn sight more expensive than these are. So just a quick unboxing so you can see exactly how small they are and what you actually get in the box when they get delivered to you. So let's get on with it. Oh, and before I do, did I mention there is a giveaway for 2020 on these? All you got to do is wait to the end of the video and find out how you can win a set yourself.
Oh, yes.
Right, let's see what's in the box then. Look nice and neat in there, don't they? Pop that away for safety. And out there, nice little box in first impressions. And they look like they're nicely secure in there, so I'll just focus on that, see if you can see it a bit better. Okay, looks like they're nicely secure in there. Lifts off, and I would imagine they just pop out. God, they're tiny. I'm used to the DJI Mavic ones, so these are very, very small. Right, first impressions on them, they look really good quality. I don't know if you can see those as close as I can. I'll show you a little bit zoomed in there. Okay. Yeah, they look pretty good. They're pretty good, and the rotation on there, yeah, and they are marked as well for the different stops, so that's good as well. Right, what we'll do is get it onto the Osmo Pocket and see what they look like. See in a sec. Test number one was the quality of the kit. They come in a nice little case, as I said, so that's pretty good. The actual pieces of kit themselves look nice and nicely made and look of good quality. But test number two is how easy they are to fit. So let's have a go, and you won't believe how easy it is. You literally grab the gimbal, place it between two fingers there so that you don't get your mucky mitts over the actual lenses, and then you literally just pop him on, and they're magnetic and on there. And on the top, which you can't probably see in the video, there's actually the markings of the stops. So this one goes from 2 to 5, and the one in there goes from 6 to 9. So best we get out in the field and try them in a set, but the first or last test really, which is test number 3, is whether when you fire it up, it seems to be okay. So far, things are looking pretty good. Obviously the focusing is going to fail because I've got them set on there, on the highest density. But besides that, everything else is moved all right. Okay, let's go out in the field and test them. Oh, one last test, just thought. Does it fit back in the box with it on? Because you've got a nice protection down there below. If it does, then brilliant. Yep, bob's a good one, funny's your aunt, all sorted. See you out in the field. Okay, as you can see, they're pretty tiny little pieces of kit. And actually, like I said, they do fit in your pocket. But there is one little problem. We'll get to see that when we get out and test them, okay? So rather than sitting here in the studio, because we won't really get a good look at them, and today, believe it or not, even on a winter's day in the UK, it's bright blue sky, not a cloud in the sky at all, and the sun is bearing down on us. So let's get out in the field, like we normally do, get out and about, and give them a real life test, and we'll go through every single one of them so you can compare them yourself and make your own mind up. So let's get out in the field. So as normal, we got out in the field to give this Osmo Pocket a test with the ND filters on them. And as you can see, for a beautiful winter's day, it's absolutely gorgeous and sunny. And that's probably blowing in my camera out turning that around without the ND filter on. So let's go on with testing them. We're going to do it at the back of the car. We're going to have the sun in there and also get some shots of Gizmo in it. But just to show you how easy they are to carry around, here they are in my pocket. So let's get on with it. See you in a sec. Right, before I start, there is one little problem. Those little pieces themselves, you can't actually put them onto the camera and turn it around, because obviously when the gimbal's switched on, it all the motors, mucks up all the motors. So I'll bleep that out if I've actually sworn then. So the thing to do with it is to set it onto the setting you want and then pop it on, which isn't really an issue because remember, they are magnetic and simple to do, just like this. Right, so the first settings we've got everything set to manual over there on the left hand side, about here, hopefully you can see it, just there. That's set at 100 frames per second because I've got it on 50 frames per second. The shutter speed's at 100 and the ISO's at 100, so that's so that you can get the most cinematic shots. And as you can tell, in the sunlight like this, look at all those zebras, not even usable. So let's get the first ND filter on, so that'd be the ND2, and see what difference that makes without moving the settings at all. As you can see now, with ND2 on there, you can actually see some of the grass and the car boot there. Let's have a look what it looks like on the actual Osmo though.
Dancing on the stairs when I pull out of the driveway, and I'll break my neck just to see you.
So that's ND3. As you can see, a lot more usable on the ground, but again, the sky's still blown out. We'll have a look at it on the Osmo as well quickly. So there's ND4. As you can see, his zebras are getting a little bit less now. So again, more usable, but still blown out a little bit. Let's go and have a look on the Osmo. So that's ND5. To be honest with you, I can't see much difference myself, but we'll have a quick look on the Osmo and then we'll switch over to the next level of ND filters. See you in a sec. So now you can see the zebras have actually gone down a lot less, and it's probably actually quite usable if you weren't filming much of the sky like I am here. Let's look on the Osmo at the ND6. Okay, so apart from some reflection on the sun on the zebras there, you can actually see that it's got most of the stuff in. So that's ND7. Let's have a quick look on the actual Osmo as well. There we have ND8. Seems to have made a little bit of difference, not much, but the sun, as you can still see, still got zebras on, which is to be expected, to be honest with you. Let's have a look on the Osmo, and then we'll move on to ND9 for the final one. So this is now ND9. I don't know if you can see it on here or not, but we'll probably look to see it in the Osmo. It looks a little bit too dark to me. Sun's still zebraed out, which is to be expected, but we'll see what the colour grading's like on that. And like I said, I'm not going to grade any of this footage when you see it in the Osmo. See you in a sec. That's a good little testing. When I get back in the studio, I'll be able to tell what they really look like on the Osmo, and then you'll see the footage yourselves as well, compared side by side. So we'll get back into the studio and have a look at them. See you in a sec. Right, there you go. You'll probably be able to make your own mind up from what you've just seen, as in the footage, of whether or not these are worth it. To be honest with you, I'll tell you what my view is in a sec. But if you remember, at the beginning of this video, I told you that I'd give away a set of the Skyreat filters. They're not coming from me, they're coming direct from Skyreat. A chap called Deric, who sent me these, like I said at the beginning, he's prepared to give a set away. So the only way to win them is that you need to be a subscriber to this channel and leave a comment down below. And what I'll do is I'll have a read through the comments, the ones that I think are the best, I'll stick into a hat and I'll randomly pick somebody to win a set for themselves. And then Deric, down in Skyreat, will send them out to you. So my personal view on them. Yeah, they are a bit fiddly. However, the fact that they're magnetic and they just slip on as easy as you've seen, yeah, that makes a big difference to me. The fact that you can put them into your pocket, You can carry them around wherever you are. Doesn't even get in the way of your day-to-day job. You can actually keep them on you permanently, couldn't you? The colours look all right in them, and the fact that the settings you can go from 2 up to 9 gives it the best for most people anyway. So if I was you, I'd go out and buy a set if you're not the lucky enough person to win these. That's it for the day. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. And don't forget, hit subscribe, because I'll be doing more of these in the future, especially stuff with DJI and Zhiyun. Yeah, and we'll be looking at different bits of kit that you can get out and about with. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give us a thumbs up. Cheers and go on.